It's good to have you join us on AD4 TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinomo. Management of the National Youth Service Corps in Nigeria announced that payment of monthly allowance of corps members for the month of April shall be effected without the usual gathering for clearance, in keeping with the rule of social distancing to curb the spread of the coronavirus. The Director of Press and Public Relations of the NYSC scheme, Adenike Adeyemi, made this known in a signed statement where she noted that there shall be no clearance for the months of May and April 2020, stating that the system will generate automatic clearance for all corps members. She said this was to refute false reports which claimed that the Director General of the scheme, Brigadier General Shoaibu Ibrahim, released a statement directed at corps members stating that their monthly stipends for April and May would be contributed to the fight against COVID-19. Still on COVID-19, Lagos State, Southwest Nigeria has recorded a coronavirus fatality, bringing the total deaths in the state to 19. The State Health Ministry disclosed this on Saturday via Twitter in its daily coronavirus update. It acknowledged the 80 new infections announced on Friday night by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, which brought the total number of cases reported in the state to 670, the highest in the country. On the foreign scene, Federation the International Football Association on Friday said it will release $150 million to its member football associations to help ease financial troubles caused by the coronavirus pandemic. FIFA said the funds would be distributed amongst the 211 member associations in the next few days as the first step of a relief plan to assist the football community impacted by the pandemic. According to FIFA, each national governing body will receive $500,000 upon fulfillment of specific criteria. The president of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, said that the funds were the first step of a far-reaching financial relief plan the body is developing to respond to the emergency across the football community. He stated that the funds come from the Forward 2.0 program, which was launched in 2016 and will provide $1.746 billion in total over the 2019 to 2022 period. The World Health Organization Regional Office for Africa in Brazzaville, Congo, says the number of COVID-19 cases in the African region has increased to 28,000. The UN's health agency gave an update on its official Twitter account on Saturday, which shows that in sub-Saharan Africa, South Africa suffered the most severe outbreak, while Cameroon and Ghana jointly had more than 2,500 confirmed cases. The dashboard shows that South Africa had 4,220 cases and 79 deaths, followed by Algeria with 3,127 cases and 415 deaths, while Cameroon had 1,403 confirmed cases with 49 deaths. In the same vein, the World Health Organization said each year 360,000 children in 3 African countries will receive the world's first malaria vaccine as part of a large-scale pilot project. The WHO said Malawi has started vaccinating children under 2 years of age, while Kenya and Ghana will begin using the vaccine in the coming weeks. The vaccine offers partial protection from the disease, with clinical trials finding that it prevents approximately 4 in 10 malaria cases. We now take a short break, but when we return, United Kingdom to host Global Vaccine Summit on June 4th. And later on, children in Spain prepare to taste freedom after 6-week lockdown. Stay with us.
Teaching children about coronavirus.
Mom, why are we stuck in the house when we still have enough left? It's been 2 weeks of staying at home, Mom. I miss my friends and my school. Why can't we go out like before?
We've had to stay at home because there is a virus world over. Heard about it?
My teacher told us that there is a dangerous germ called the coronavirus. What is it, Mom?
The coronavirus is an organism that causes cough, fever, and difficulty in breathing. It can be contracted through contact with surfaces or people contaminated by the virus.
How do you know if someone has the virus?
You may not know if someone has the virus, as they may appear well and not show symptoms. This is why it is important to keep a safe distance from people. Avoid public places such as schools, parks, and religious places.
How do we prevent the virus from coming home? We need to keep our house safe.
We need to stay home to be safe from interacting with other people who may have the virus or who are sick. We need to wash our hands regularly with soap and water or use hand sanitizer.
That's a lot, Mom. My teacher also mentioned coughing or sneezing into the elbow.
It's a lot, yes, but never too much to keep you alive.
Won't I be bored at home, Mom?
You are likely to be bored from time to time. We will, however, ensure that we create a schedule for you to ensure that you get to read books, do some house chores, and have fun activities, even though you will be indoors.
When will coronavirus go away so that I can get back to school, swimming, and my friends?
Hopefully, the virus will go away very soon so that we can all return to our normal activities. We, however, all need to stay at home to contain the spread of the virus.
Will we be okay, Mom?
We have each other, and most importantly, with God on our side, all will be well. Remember, you are not alone. If you feel afraid, anxious, or have bad dreams, feel free to talk to me.
Thank you, Mom.
You are welcome.
You're welcome back. Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab has announced that the United Kingdom will host a global vaccine summit on June 4th in an effort to encourage the international community to come together to support the development of a COVID-19 vaccine. The British Foreign Secretary on Friday also added that the United Kingdom will co-host the Coronavirus Global Response Summit on June 4th alongside its international partners including the European Union, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Norway and South Africa. London's Metropolitan Police this Friday had arrested more than 4,000 people for domestic abuse since the restrictions imposed to stop the spread of coronavirus were introduced. Commander Sway Williams said the COVID-19 restrictions and stay-at-home instruction is vital to managing public health crisis, but unfortunately, it has also left current and potential victims of domestic abuse even more vulnerable and isolated. She added that victims should be assured that they can leave their homes to escape harm or seek help, and they would not be penalized in any way for not maintaining social distancing or otherwise breaching COVID-19 restrictions, as the prime concern of the police is protecting victims and others who are affected and bringing offenders to justice. In another development, the Italian Association of Doctors this Friday said at least 150 doctors have died after contracting coronavirus in Italy. The death toll comes after there was an urgent call for medical protective equipment from Filippo Anelli, the president of the association, last Thursday. A separate Italian healthcare group called ANAO criticized the decree aimed at strengthening the health system, saying it is not good enough. ANAO said additional funding provided is not sufficient to guarantee remuneration for all the overtime fielded between February and March by the health workers. Since the beginning of the epidemic, more than 6,000 health workers have been infected by coronavirus as of Thursday, according to the Italian National Institute of Health. Still on the COVID-19 pandemic, Spain released guidelines this Saturday permitting children to go outside after 6 weeks, living under one of Europe's strictest lockdowns, as figures confirmed the daily coronavirus death toll running well below the peak seen early this month. Spain's health ministry said 378 more people had died after being diagnosed with coronavirus, up slightly on Friday's 367, the lowest in the past month, but still well below the high of 950 seen on April 2nd. The total of fatalities in one of the countries most badly affected by the virus rose to 22,902, and the overall number of cases rose to 223,759 from 219,764 the day before. The Zimbabwe Lawyers for Human Rights in a statement on Friday said an opposition municipal official, Crispin Rambu, has been charged for insulting Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa over his handling of the coronavirus pandemic. Crispin Rambu, a local councillor in the eastern town of Chipinge and a member of the opposition movement for democratic change, was called in by the police and was charged with insulting Mnangagwa and undermining his authority. The Zimbabwe Lawyers for Human Rights said it is believed by the police that Rambu sent a message to a local group which unfavorably compared the president of Zimbabwe with the South African president in the handling of the pandemic, where he referred to President Emmerson Mnangagwa as a fool. In another development, Pakistani doctors and nurses have launched a hunger strike demanding adequate protective equipment for frontline staff treating coronavirus patients. The protesters have kept working in the hospitals while taking turns to demonstrate outside the health authority offices in the provincial capital Lahore. According to the Young Doctors Association, frontline staff have been left vulnerable, with more than 150 medical workers testing positive for the virus nationwide. The head of the province's Grad Health Alliance organizing the protest, Dr. Salman Hasib, said they do not intend to stop until the government listens to the demand. He noted that if professionals on the front line of the fight against the virus are not protected, the whole population is at risk. That's it on AD4 TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our social media platforms at AD4 TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at AD4 TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinomo.